welcome to Shamrock Rovers Fan TV. Now today I have my match reaction to an incredible Shamrock Rovers 2, Ilves Tampere 2, 12-11 to Rovers on penalties. What a game. I wouldn't have been as devastated if we went into the game and we showed passion, we played for the badge and we had pride for the club. But I would have obviously been gutted if we lost. But it wouldn't have been the same as going in and not caring at all. But we went in, we showed passion, we played for the badge, we put in everything we had, and we won the game. Now, we didn't win it in normal play, went to penalties. I will go over the whole game now, but we showed some character in that game. 10 minutes in, Ilves Tampere received a penalty from Joey O'Brien pulling their player down, and they slotted it home, Milimak putting it in, which was very disappointing for Rovers. 14 minutes in, only 4 minutes after the Ilves Tampere goal, Greinberg shot a beautiful finesse shot right into the top left corner. Super goal to make it 1-1. Some character to come back from 1-0 down only 4 minutes after. 62 minutes in, Ilves Tampere scored, which was just devastating. We still had time to get back into it. We did get back for the first goal. We got it back. But were we able to get it back? Because it's very hard to get it back down from a goal. And never mind down from 2 goals, which we were very good getting it back to 1-1. But could we get it to 2-2? Yes, we could. Jack Byrne with the corner. Great ball into Roberto Lopez, who smashed it in the back of the net to make it 2-2. 88 minutes in, this disaster struck. Liam Scales got sent off, which looked like it meant Rovers were going to have to play extra time with 10 men, which was a disaster because Liam had a good game, which it was so disappointing, but we had to keep our heads high like we did when we did concede the first goal and the second goal. We got it back to 2-2. Can we win this game? The whistle blew for full time, which meant Rovers went into extra time with just 10 men. Just outside the ground, the Rovers fans had arrived. They climbed up onto the railings just high enough to see the game. This could change the whole game. They could drive the players on, because we know normally they have the fans behind the goal cheering them on, and they don't have that. They just have each other. But this could help massively. Not much happened in extra time, so it was going to penalties. We did win the FAI Cup on penalties, so lots of Rovers fans were confident going into the penalty shootout. I was confident, but very, very nervous. I'm sure all Rovers fans were, and even Irish football fans. Tampere were first to score their penalty, with scoring their first penalty, which you're kind of expected normally in penalty shootouts to get most of them. We had to score this one now. We had to keep scoring because we were taking second. So it was up to Alamanis to save the first one and then up to the players, and the pressure was on the players, which is why I think it's easier to go first. So I think it was hard because the pressure was right on. Jack Byrne missed the first penalty and the second penalty in the game, but the first penalty for Rovers, which was so disappointing. We did come back to make it 1-1 and we came back to make it 2-2, but could we do it on the penalties? The second Ilves penalty struck the woodwork, which was so relieving because they could have had a chance to go 2-0 ahead. I know they did have an extra penalty, but they would have been 2 ahead, and Joey O'Brien, for us, there would have been so much pressure on them. There still would be very much pressure if they missed, but it was all on him to make it 1-1. And he did, very coolly. Joey O'Brien, just like the FAI Cup final, great penalty. It stayed level until the 13th penalty for Ilves and for Rovers. Both clubs were just going back and forward scoring penalties, but it was Ilves that it was next for them, who kind of needed to score, because I think we were doing very well scoring our penalties and the pressure was starting to hit them. Rattini steps up to take it for Ilves. Super save by Alamanis. Great save, just like the FAI Cup final. Can we win this? Joey O'Brien, he needs to score this, and then Rovers are through to the next round of the Europa League qualifiers. Lifelong Rovers fan Joey O'Brien scores to put Rovers through to the next round of the Europa League qualifying stages. Super player. The celebrations had begun not just in the stadium, but on the railing outside. And in every Shamrock Rovers fan house in the country and all over the world, what a game. Just shows how big of a club we are, and we're starting to become a team that could be battling for Europa League group stages. It's only early in the qualifiers, but you never know, we could get there. It was a super great character from all the players to come back from a 1-0, from losing 1-0 to 1-1 and then 2-1 and then made it to 2-2, and with a red card and all. It was so unlucky for League Racing, Greg Bulger, that couldn't play, and Rory Gaffney, who was out for a hamstring injury. When I looked at the lineup, I was a bit annoyed that it was the same formation, but it worked. We have usually been playing down the left-hand side, and we used the right lots more, and it really worked. Ronan Finn's 32 now. He would normally be getting on in his career, but I don't see a difference. He was super last night, and so much fair play to him. Now, as I understand, and the commentator said, that was Ronan Finn's 40th Europa League game, playing for a League of Ireland club, which is just something else. 32 years old, but still a cracking player. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to give a man of the match, as the streaming service wasn't working very well for the second half. It froze and you were getting 1 frame per second, but all them players need to give themselves a big pat on the back. It was such a good, maybe not performance, but everyone put in all they could, and if we lost that game, I wouldn't have been as devastated as I would if we lost 4-0. We're showing now, and not just in the League of Ireland, on the European stage, that we are a top club, and hopefully we can get to the group stages. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put my opinion as much on the game as I usually do. It was down to the streaming service, but hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Come on, the Hoops!